Okay, so we have what I think is a fairly interesting, insightful summary of a study that we've done over the last 3 months or so. We've met a number of you. Some of you have a sense of what this study has. There is a detailed report that will be shared later, but Marco and I are going to present a summary. Before we start, let me just lay out what we kind of tried to do. So as you see, it says it's about innovation in Indian retail. Sorry, I'm going to ask for the slides to be put up, please. Yeah, great, thank you. So one of the things we said when we started was this is about retail. It's not about organized versus unorganized in any sense. So we've gone out and looked at examples across all retailers. We've also very consciously said this is not an innovation award. This is not about saying which is the most innovative company. This is more about largely two things. Firstly, what are some good ideas, examples that you can take away from this study to say I can implement it in my business tomorrow. So some very practical ideas that you can implement tomorrow. Second, there's been talk in the morning, very interesting stuff about the process of innovation. So as your businesses become larger, they become more complex, they are a mix of entrepreneurs and professionals. Is there some kind of a balance of process and, structured versus unstructured process that needs to come into your organizations from an innovation standpoint? So that's what Marco and I are going to try and do in the next 25 minutes or so. And as context, and most of this context is well known, but when we started out, right, we said, this is a sector which is growing rapidly, overall retail growing at 8-9%, organized retail, depending on the numbers you look at, growing at 25%, 30%. It may accelerate to some extent with FDI. So I think that was quite well known. But what we did was we reached out to, I think, about 1,000 of you. We asked you a bunch of questions. One of those questions was, what are the key challenges that you face in your business today? And a lot of people said it's real estate, it's currently slowing consumerism, it is MRP constraint, it is, kiranas are very strong, etc., etc. But the message that clearly came out is it's no longer about store growth, it's no longer about footprint. It has not been that for the last year, 2 years, 3 years. It is clearly about profitable growth. So as an example, last night over dinner, couple of the words which I heard most people say was EBITDA for the listed companies, profit for the non-listed companies, of course before drinks, but profitable growth is clearly, I think, a fairly well-established focus for most companies. So that was one element of context. How does innovation translate into profitable growth? The second thing we started out just as context was the structure of the Indian industry is different. So there is a lot of organized retail in apparel, in footwear, in food services. A lot of us buy these categories in organized retail. But it's not the case in categories like food and grocery as yet. It's not the case in categories like home, etc., etc. And we said, obviously, the evolution of Indian retail is developed from it is in developed markets as well as in developing markets. And you'll see this years since inception versus penetration of organized retail on these charts. And in these markets, usually, the biggest penetration starts in organized retail starts in the food and grocery category, because in emerging markets, food and grocery is 40, 50, 60% of the business. That's where large opportunities are available. So given this context, one of the questions we asked ourselves was, in this study, are we going to find enough innovation in food and grocery, for example? Or is it going to be mainly in apparel and food services? Are we going to find innovation in the home space? And so on and so forth. So some of the questions that we kind of put before ourselves. And then what we did was, we met about 25, 30 of you. We asked you about innovation in your companies. But very importantly, we asked you to talk about the industry as a whole and say which other companies do you think have been very innovative. Now, what that allowed us to do is pretty much with the leaders, get a sense of who do you really think are the innovative companies, not limiting to the 25 people that we met, not limiting it to the 400 of you who responded to a survey. So that's the left side. We identified about 40 ideas. We said there are 4 criteria